Hi, this is Claire again with the full moon cards, and there were some people who wrote emails to me asking what was happening last full moon. Yes, I already mentioned it in the video, but the video is long so things can be missed. I was on vacation, so now I'm back and we are having the good old Skat cards, which means playing cards in German. And these playing cards have a special way, so to say. They are from the number 7 until 10. We have the aces and we have the court cards, but we do not have the numbers 2 until 6. So this is a very special but very common way to read the cards in German. And it is, of course, much folk tradition. Yeah, this is not like tarot. This is not so... yes, tarot was something for rich people, so to say. Common people used playing cards. And to show you something about this, when I was preparing for this video, I saw my old books on that. Like, for example, this one from maybe 1910, 1920 or things like that. All of these are games from the flea market. Or this one from the 1920s with a gypsy telling you how to read the cards. And yes, this dream book from the 50s, which looks like from the still film time. Yes, but it is from the 50s, and even an old German occultist came down from his cloud to speak about such a mundane topic as reading playing cards. So these originally I wanted to include them in this video, but it would have been too long in the end, and the video about these books will be published shortly after the reading for this full moon, so you can have a look at them and have fun with those books, to have a look in them. It's not a how-to video, it is not like a usable video or things like that, but sometimes I like to have a look at older times and what people thought, how people lived, which questions moved their hearts, and yes, what was their approach towards destiny, because in the old days things were much more destined in a way. When your father was shoemaker, you were likely to become a shoemaker too, or things like that. So you did not have the freedom we have today, and although it's more complicated, it is yes, it's really more freedom. So the video will be published soon about these books. If you enjoy flea markets and the old days and things like that, have a look at it if you like it. It's not how to, it's not usable in any way, but we have a look and we enjoy. So yes, these are our Skat cards for the week. I have drawn them as always in the German version of the video first. And we start with the cross lady. This is called cross in German. It is similar to the ones in tarot. And this lady is the classical card of a woman who knows. And this means in practical life, like your teacher, it can be a doctor, it can be a nurse, it can be someone you learn from. Like, for example, also, yes, in any way, in today's society, I have to say, in today's technical ways, it can also be a blogger. It can be someone you see in the social media or things like that. But it would not be someone who does like cosmetics or lifestyle or things like that. It is a person who knows. Yeah, it is not too superficial. She's not too heavy either. She's in the middle, so to say. So yes, it can be an aunt, it can be a sister in classical Skat reading. And also a colleague or someone like your female boss, but it's also a woman who knows. So she has a positive influence to your life. If this would be a peak card and not a positive card, and this is one of the positive peak cards, I can say to you, yes, but then she could be a problem. But she is positive because this card also influences us into the positive direction. So the cards around are very important when you read Skat. This is very similar to Lenormand, and when I once did a video in German about this, so Skat cards are most in the direction of fortune telling. Lenormand is in the middle. It's like being proactive and fortune telling, and tarot, at least to me, is most about what can I do about my life. It's most proactive, so to say, and most about consciousness and really making your life as you like it. And not just going through it and hoping for destiny to bring the prince on the white horse, so to say. Yes, so she is a woman who knows, and what does she do? There we have the second card, and the 9 of Karo, it is called, Karo 9. Karo, it is diamonds, it is like the pentacles or coins in tarot. This is the element of earth, of course. And the 9 is the bigger one. So to say, we have the 7, 8, 9, and then the 10. And so this is a big number. It has a certain influence, but it is not like, the 10 is always like fulfillment. There's something finished. There's also in Skat also is a card that means much of something. Like the 10 of hearts are many people, like your family or your social circle, so to say. And the 9 is still about development. This is not finished, but it is big. It is bigger than 8 or 7, so it has a certain influence. It is an influence you will recognize in your life. Yes. So the 9 is here in the element of earth, and it means results. Sudden results, in an instant, or as we say in the blink of an eye in German, in einem Augenblick, so to say. And my little help with remembering this card is when you see this as the pupil of the eye and this white around as the eye white, you will see an eye. Yes, it's a lot of imagination, but you need a little help with the Skat cards sometimes. And this means in an instant, in a blink of an eye. This happens suddenly, positive, and it is tangible. It is real, yeah, because we are here in the element of earth. Yes. So it also means that you gain something. It is about gaining. It is about affluence, this card. Because there is still movement. The 9 is not finished like the 10. The 9 is about movement of element earth topics, you could say, if you wanted to go to the core of this card. In an instant, it happens fast. It will be because of the positive influence of this woman. These can be more than just women. It could be, for example, we are doing the readings from full moon to full moon. So it could be a teacher, it could be a doctor, it could be an influencer, it could be your sister if you have an aunt, whomever. It can be more than just one person. Yeah, because we are doing here like a public reading, so maybe some of you don't have a sister, and some of you don't use too much social media or things like that. So it's always to apply onto your life. You know what's happening in your life, so apply it to your life. Yes. So okay, and when we put this together, she will have a certain influence that this happens. She will be the source for it, or one important person that gives you the hint, that opens the door. She's also a big door opener, this card. So, or this person, it is someone who opens doors for people. So now I know some of you are looking at this card and, oh no, it's a pik card, or spades as you call it in English, I think. And this is similar to the swords in tarot. And we have a saying in Germany, piekst. Pieksen means when something is into your skin and hurts you a little bit, like a thorn or something like that. So piekst. This means it hurts a little bit, it stabs you. And yes, but this card is like all of the 10s. It is a little bit laid back, and it has a bigger view on topics. It's just like bird perspective, we say in German. So you are not in the middle of things, you have a certain overview. And the 10 of spades has a special meaning. This is a time card in classical Skat. It means 1 year. Sometimes it also means the New Year's Eve, the time around New Year's Eve. But in my experience, this applies mostly when New Year's Eve is like in 2 or 3 months. Then it is a clue or a hint. This will be the time when things happen. But since that's not the case, I'm going with a classical meaning of 1 year, the long time. Yeah, and time and cards is always a bit difficult, because cards are about life. Life is about life. Just humans come and want to talk about time, so to say. So life is more organic, let's say it like this, than our schedules. And the cards talk onto this organic level with us. They teach us about what is happening, not so much about when. Yeah. So if you are interested in when, you should turn to astrology. This could help better. Because astrology is in itself organic, it is live, it is about the stars and things. So yes, but sometimes we get hints with the cards, so this is a long time, a year. So what does this mean? this means this positive influence, which has to do with the influence of that lady, will last for a long time. And you will have to work for it for a long time too, because things like that happen, but then we have to do something with it. We have to make something out of it. And this is a task we have to do, but the start is very positive. We have like, yes, things will go smooth, let's say it like this, yeah? And you will have something, or you will enjoy the results for a year, or this influence will last for a year if you work with it. So this is a very nice mixture of cards, so to say. We have here this helpful lady with her hints, with her knowledge, with her experience and all of that. She is a wonderful woman, which helps us to recognize this in one way or another. Sometimes it's just one sentence of a woman you otherwise do not talk to much, yes? But this one sentence is a key. So today we are often like, important things have to be very heavy and like have a big impact on our life, and everything is dramatical or whatever. And sometimes these hints are quite, yeah, let's say it like this, or still, or however. It is just one little hint and then life goes on, and life is busy today, so you could miss it. So I also always tell my people, so to say, my clients or my students, please take notes. Have your notebook with you, or put it into your cell phone, into an app where you do your notes or whatever. Jot down everything that seems to be important and that touches your heart, because it's mostly about feeling what's important, yeah? But this feeling can vanish very fast when you get noticed by apps or anything like that, or you are scrolling Instagram or whatever, and then this very important thought is away and may not come back again. Yeah, important thoughts, sometimes they are just a one chance thing, yeah, and they can be quite quiet, so to say. We have, for example, the Page of Cups in tarot. This is also such a quiet card. Important but not loud. Important things are not always loud in our life. So take your notes to keep in mind in these busy times. Yes, so this lady and her influence leads to this lucky moment. In a blink of an eye, things change in a tangible way, positive. Yeah, this is also about affluence. This is about the good life, so to say. And it lasts for a long time. It is a longer influence. It is not just until next full moon reading, so to say. You can develop this further and work with this for a year or something like this. It is a very good time to start big projects. Yeah, and the development will be ongoing. It is not just like I work with it for 2 weeks and then the project is finished and nothing happens anymore. Yeah, this is really for a longer time. So these are the cards for this full moon. I hope you enjoy them, although they are not so pictorial, so to say, as the tarot cards. But yes, we have to do Lenormand again too. Yeah, there are so many lovely decks in this world, and we will have a look at them and their advantages, and also the things that are a little bit tricky. Like here, you don't have pictures, you just have symbols. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see each other next full moon again.